Hey everyone, I'm Caroline Rena, and this is the ride of my life. And I am challenging myself to do a short video a day. I don't know how to do short videos, but let's see what happens. Anyway, so last week I wrote a blog about going into disappointment and how that's shown up in my life, and learning how to trust and have patience. And I came up in that blog, which you can go onto my website to read it. I came up with 3 things that have helped me to learn to trust the process, trust myself, trust the universe. And for me, being highly sensitive, everything is like this. It's like everything, I feel deeply. I feel everything deeply. And sometimes when I feel so deeply, I'm feeling other people's emotions or things, or I'm working on things like not doing that anymore, because back in the day, I couldn't tell whether it was my emotions or someone else's. So, but in this case, I just want to share that like being highly sensitive can cause a lot of issues in life based off of the nervous system, and especially if we've been traumatized. And having been traumatized, pretty sure that there's been disappointment involved with you, definitely with me. And so I thought of these 3 powerful things to do to get out of a disappointment tailspin and learn to trust. The first thing that you can do is to just allow yourself to feel whatever feeling is coming up for you in the moment, and sit and just work on distinguishing what that feeling is. Like for a while, I was in this whole space of all my feelings were all mixed together. I was always in my head. I'm very analytical, and that also tends to run with highly sensitive people. And because I couldn't distinguish my feelings, I would get all wrapped in them and just not be able to tell what I was feeling, and I would just cry. Now I'm able to distinguish what these feelings are, and to be able to get to that point will help guide you into becoming more intuitive within your body and within your life. So that's the first thing, allowing yourself to feel whatever the feeling is that's coming up for you in the moment. Whether it's fear, whether it's sadness, whether it's shame, whether it's anger, or any other feelings that stem from that, or anything. So the second one that I want to share with you is, or the second thing you can do, is to sit with that feeling and work through what's coming up for you. Like spend time with that feeling. If it's fear, just kind of allow it and understand what's happening, and feel where it feels in your body. Like fear sometimes kind of comes in up on the shoulders and whatever, or you can feel fear in your gut. It just depends on who you are. There's many ways of feeling fear, and fear can show up in your body. It's physical and it's also emotional. So fear is something that is actually supposed to be a guide for us for fight, flight, freeze, or, well, not fawn. Fawn is something that I think we do now as humans, but fight, flight, and freeze are meant to be in our physiology to run away from a tiger, not to have to deal with life. So if you're running into these issues, then recognize the fear, sit with it, ask it. Find where it is showing up in your body and ask it, why are you here? What is your purpose? What are you trying to tell me? I think that kind of thing. So, and then finally, the last, let me get this other, I'm going with my screen on them. Okay, and the third thing is to breathe your way through the feeling, and this releases the energy of that feeling. So our central nervous system, which is part of our stress response system, it's all the same thing. When we breathe, we calm that down. We get ourselves centered into the present moment. We get in touch with our body, and we need to breathe in order to do that. Now, most of us don't breathe. Most of us breathe shallow from the chest. We're supposed to breathe deeply into our gut, and we don't do that. So start practicing. Maybe there's a couple of ways you can do in through your nose to the count of 4 and hold it to the count of 4 and breathe out through your mouth to the count of 4. Or if you are interested in clearing stuck energies in your nervous system, fears and trauma or whatever, you can also do this deep breath work in through your mouth all the way down, and then let it. Now, sometimes you tend to get dizzy, or you'll start tingling or something. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just your body responding to the breath, because we're not used to it, or the body isn't used to you breathing in the way you're meant to. So I think that should do it. So just kind of to recap what is important for you. If you are getting into any sort of feeling, disappointment is just something I had chosen because I want to, in my life, learn to trust and continue to trust. So to recap, allow yourself to feel whatever the feeling is that's coming up for you. Sit with that feeling and work through what's coming up for you. Spend time with it. Make friends with it, you know? And finally, breathe. Just breathe your way through it to release the energy of the feeling. And eventually you will train yourself to be able to do this so you don't get overwhelmed, so you don't get anxious or panicky. You will learn to sit with it and just allow it. So I hope that helped you in with this share on these ways, these 3 different ways. These are powerful ways to get out of a disappointment tailspin. If you have any questions, there are always links below to get in touch with me or connect with me on Instagram and Facebook. And definitely, please, I am asking, because I'm working on this whole algorithm thing, if you could please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That will help expand the community so more people will get to see these videos. So thank you so much for being here. I am grateful, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and peace. Hey, thank you so much for joining me on this video. I just wanted to follow up before we end here with some logistics on how to stay connected with me. So the first thing is, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, it greatly supports this channel, and it creates a wider community so other people can see my videos. Also, the videos and blogs that I do, if you could consider supporting the work that goes into this, I will have a link below for PayPal. And then my website, you can join me in a healing partnership for an immediate support session. If you have something pressing that's going on in the moment, or you want to learn more about yourself as a highly sensitive person, whatever that is for you, you can join me on my website. And then finally, you can also get in touch with me through my website via email
And you can connect with me on Instagram and Facebook. And I also will have all the links for those below. So again, thank you for being here on the ride of my life. Peace.